Hi students, how are you? Hope you all are very fine. I am Kinjal Sonchatra, your math guide. Welcome back to my channel, Case Studies On. This is the 15th tutorial of Probability, chapter 15th of standard 10th. In last session, we discussed about example 8 and in this session, we will discuss about example 9. So, don't waste the time, go to the session. Today's topics are basic formula of probability, answer of last homework, example 9 from your textbook, important tips and obviously homework. So starting with the first is basic formula. So probability equals to number of possible outcomes divided by total outcomes, which is already known. So go to the next. It's homework answer and the first question is find the probability to get first one circle and second one not circle. And for not circle, use both methods and refer figure 1. So here we have three shapes, circle, square and star. So total outcomes equals to 3. And possible outcomes for first one circle equals to 1 because we have only one circle. So probability equals to number of possible outcomes divided by total outcomes equals to 1 by 3. Now for not circle. So not circle equals to 3 minus 1 because there are total 3 shapes and 1 is circle. So 3 minus 1 equals to 2 and right. So probability equals to number of possible outcomes divided by total outcomes equals to 2 divided by 3. And another method is probability to get not circle equals to total probability minus probability to get circle. So total probability 1. And probability to get circle equals to 1 upon 3, which is we got, right? So here we don't have anything in denominator. So 3 multiplied by 1. So answer is 3 as LCM, right? So 3 minus 1 divided by 3. So 3 minus 1 divided by 3 equals to 2 divided by 3. And answer is same, 2 divided by 3, 2 divided by 3. Got it? Now second question. Find the probability to get first one yellow ball and second one not yellow ball and refer figure, right? So here total balls are 6. Check it out. 2 yellow, 1 purple, 1 blue, 1 red and 1 green. Here spelling of red is wrong, right? So it's RED but I have written here REED. By mistake. So total outcomes equals to 6 and possible outcomes for first one yellow ball equals to 2 because there are 2 yellow balls, right? So probability to get yellow ball equals to number of possible outcomes divided by total outcomes equals to 2 divided by 6 and 2 3s are 6. So answer is 1 divided by 3. And second, not yellow balls. So total balls minus yellow balls. So total balls 6 and yellow balls 2. So 6 minus 2 equals to 4. So probability to get not yellow balls equals to number of possible outcomes divided by total outcomes equals to 4 divided by 6. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 2 cut. So answer is 2 divided by 3. Got it? If you have any doubt about it and you can ask me in comment section. Got it? So go to the next. It's example 9. Here Harpreet tosses 2 different coins simultaneously. Say one is rupees 1 and another of rupees 2, right? So what is the probability that she gets at least one head? At least means minimum one head, right? So here I have written H for head and T for tail. Got it? So there are 2 coins and in that possible outcomes are head head, head tail, tail head and tail tail. Means total outcomes 4 and possible outcomes 3 because at least means minimum one head. Here I have bolded head head means 1, head tail means second and tail head means third. Here we have 3 answers at that head is present, right? So probability equals to number of possible outcomes divided by total outcomes equals to 3 divided by 4. Got it? Now go to the next. If you have any doubt, right? So I have given some important tips here. So tips are, at least means minimum. At least means minimum. So example, that at least one head means there should be minimum one head. It will be okay if there is more than one head. Okay? And at most means maximum. Example, at most one head means there should be maximum one head. More than one is not allowed. It will be okay if there is no head available. Got it? Now next important tips. First, how to find number of possible outcomes. Right, so formula is 2 raised to n. Here n is number of coins. So for one coin, if we have one coin, then possible outcomes equals to 2. Head and tail. For 2 coins, 2 raised to 2 means 2 into 2 equals to 4. So here I have written here like head head, head tail, tail head and tail tail, means first answers for one coin and second answer for second coin. So head head, tail tail. Right? Got it? Now second question. How to write easily outcomes? Right? So starting with the first, for one coin means make one column only, head and tail, one time. So there are 2 outcomes. Got it? Now for 2 coins, make 2 columns. In first column, write all names, write head head, tail tail, 2 times. How many times? 2 times. Means we have 4 total outcomes, right? 2 raised to n means 2 raised to 2 equals to 4. So answers are 4 and divide by 2, right? So head head, tail tail, and in second head tail means one time. Divide by 2 always do, right? Now for 3 coins means we have outcomes 8, right? And answers are head head means 8 divided by 2 means 4. So 4 times head, 4 times tail. Now 4 divided by 2 means 2. 2 times head, 2 times tail. 2 times head, 2 times tail. Now 2 divided by 2 means 1. Answers like head tail, head tail, head tail, head tail. These are the outcomes you can write easily. Got it? If you have any doubt about it, then you can ask me in comment section. Right? So go to the next. It's homework time. First, Jalpreet tosses 3 different coins simultaneously. Say one of rupees 1, another of rupees 2 and another of rupees 5. What is the probability that she gets at least 2 heads? At least means minimum 2 heads. Best of luck guys. Thank you for watching. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Bye bye.